Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Alton West. Today I have guests on from our community that will be talking about some upcoming events that we all can come out and take part in. So stay tuned for my interviews coming up in just a moment. Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm being joined by two of our ladies from the community. I have to my far left, I have Miss Toni Leonard, and immediately to my left, I have Miss Pam Dowell. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Well, it's a pleasure to sit down with such beautiful ladies this morning. I came up and I'm like, man, okay, got here a little bit late, and then I came in, I said, man, you know what? These ladies are camera ready this morning. Y'all came ready to be on television, didn't you?
We did.
Well, I want to just say y'all are looking absolutely gorgeous this morning.
Thank you for that compliment.
Well, Pam, I know that you and I have crossed paths, and Toni and I go way back. I won't say how far back we go together, Toni, and I know your brothers, your mom. But Toni, I know that the community knows you, but if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Toni Leonard. I live here in LaGrange, have been all my life. And
you want to tell them where you went to school?
I went to Troop High.
Now, which one? You got to make a distinction there, because you know there's Troop High and then there is the Troop High. So you want to make that.
I went to the Troop High.
That's right. Okay. Right. Okay. And that's the one on White's Road.
Yes, on White's Road.
Absolutely.
And like Alton said, we go way back. I'm not gonna say how way back, but
we've known each other for a while. For a while.
And I'm just here to help women in the community, because they need somebody that they can go to.
Okay, all right. And we're going to get into that in just a moment, but I'm going to give Pam an opportunity, because I think this is your first opportunity being here on the show. Like I said, you and I met on some other events and things of that nature, where you also doing just what Toni said, assisting people in the community. So Pam, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Pamela Dowell. I went to LaGrange High.
Okay, we
once a Granger, always a Granger.
Okay, all right. All right.
But I'm a mother of 3, and I've been helping out in the community. I'm going to say I started when I was in the 9th grade with Alton Williams. He was over the wreck on Ogletree Street. He was the president of a club called the International, and we went out and we helped in the community. We raised money to do different things. And that is what I like to do. I like to be a part of giving back. And being a single parent, as I noticed that single parents needed help, and the community helped me a lot, but my family was a big part, and I had a best friend that was a big part of helping me. But I had community help, and I always wanted to give back to the community after they got out of high school, went on their way, and they also helps in the community. So with that, I feel I put an impact on them, my sons, to give back, and now that's what I'm doing with Artisan. Is giving back to the community.
Very good. And it's so important. You know, you talk about you started in the 9th grade there over at the Griggs Center there. And, you know, and I remember as a kid growing up in the community and everything, I'd come to the area there, the swimming pool, the basketball court, the tennis court, and all those various things. And you would see young people sometimes volunteering, helping other young people. And I think that is so important. And today you ladies are here to talk about Artisan. Pam, tell us a little bit about Artisan. How did Artisan come about? And then I'm going to get Toni to chime in on that as well.
Artisan is an organization that is new to LaGrange. Under the founders are Mike Meredith and Mike Bowen. They create jobs. They help people come out of poverty. They find homes, transportation. It's just that they're trying to put the neighbor back in the neighborhood. Like when something went on with your neighbor, for instance, if your neighbor lights got cut off or your neighbor had death in the family, they didn't have to go to an organization because the neighbor was going to be there for them and make sure that they was taken care of. So Artisan, through my understanding of Mike Meredith and Mike Bowen, is that the communities start back to help one another, bringing communities together to not have to go on the outside to get help, because the community will come in and help each other.
And Toni, I see you sitting nodding your head in agreement. Talk a little bit about how Artisan, how you got involved with Artisan, if you don't mind.
Well, I got involved with Artisan through Mike Meredith. Like she said, he provided jobs, and he also provided one for me when I was unemployed. So that's how I ended up meeting Mike Meredith.
Okay.
And from that, as we talked and everything, and he pulled me into Artisan, and it actually pretty neat, you know, helping the community. Like Ms. Dowell said, when something go on in the community with one neighbor, the whole community come together and help take care of that situation. You don't have to go to outside sources or anything like that. And that's what we want to do, especially with these single mothers. You know, we want them to know that they have a place to come where they can get help, and they have somebody who's not only can give them resources, but we've been there. So we know how it feels to be in their situation, and we just want to help them.
Very good. And it's so important you talk, when you've been in the situation that some of the ladies that you all may encounter, you can have not necessarily sympathy, but you can have empathy for them, because you don't want them to feel sorry for themselves, but you want them to understand that, hey, look, you know, I've been where you are, but I overcame. And that's the whole goal and purpose, I feel like, is behind what you all are doing. And Pam, you all have an event coming up pretty soon here. Talk a little bit about that and what this event will be all about.
Okay, it's the Women's Appreciation Day on July the 13th. What it is, we're introducing ourselves to the community and other organizations, and we just want everyone to come out, give their input. We will have an information table where we're going out getting information from different organizations, and that will help the women in the community.
Okay.
And we're gonna just let everyone know we're in LaGrange, what we're doing, and to invite everyone to get involved.
Okay, all right. And it's going to be on July the 13th. And then where's that going to be held, if you all don't mind telling?
The Mike Daniel Park and Recreation.
Okay, all right. That's out on Lafayette Parkway there. And let me ask you, Toni, now you've been involved with them now for how long? Have you been involved with Artisan?
About 7-8 months.
About 7-8 months. Talk a little bit about the change. I heard you mention that Mike assisted you in helping to become employed when you were unemployed. How important is that a person that may feel like, you know, there's not a job out here for me, I've gone and I've exhausted all my, how important is that to have a resource in our community that says, hey, look, you know, come on, let me help and guide you through this?
That is very important, because when I was looking for a job, you know, you can go to unemployment agency, fill out application, go online, fill out application. You may or may not hear back from them, but when you have the resources, someone where you can go to that actually will help you on hand at that moment get a job, that's very important, because job seeking can be stressful, but when you know you have somebody that you can go to with the resource to help you, that's a big plus.
Almost like a burden lifted off.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. And it's so important, you know, like I said, I know that there are various, you know, other organizations in our community that have similar missions and goals and objectives. Let me ask you, how do you all feel, and I'm asking this to both you ladies, how do you all feel that your organization differs from some of the other organizations that we have in our community?
Well, for one that I've seen since being a part of Artisan, once Mike might get reached out to, it is a chain of contact. And I've noticed that once they do the text contact or the email contact, they immediately get some kind of response. Mm-hmm. It's a circle where you're heard, and they immediately go to work for that person. Okay. But the thing is, artisans do not want to just be a handout. They want you to come out of it, become independent. So on every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., artisans meet at the Mike Daniel Recreational, and in there is a training and also conversation, continuous information for resources to help. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, housing and transportation is the most challenging for us, but we continuing to go forward with that because we're helping in all areas, and not just helping. We want the person to want it, not just to say I'm going to get this help this month at Artisan and next month I'll go to New Community. No, that's not what Artisan is. Artisan don't want to be a crutch. We, helping us stop surviving and start thriving.
Very good. Very good. Well, ladies, this is such an interesting topic, and our time has truly gotten away from. But Toni, if you don't mind, just recap the Women's Appreciation Day, where it's going to be held, what time, and how people can get in touch with you all, if you don't mind.
Okay, the Women's Appreciation Day will be held at Mike Daniel Recreation Parks and Rec. It will be July the 13th, 2019, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay. All right. Any contact numbers or emails that they can give out? And I'll give that out for me if y'all don't mind.
Okay.
Since
Yes,
you gave me your cheat sheet, Pam. If you want more information, ladies and gentlemen, you can email Pam at Pamela_Dowell79@yahoo.com, or you can email Toni at Toni, TONI 104.tl@gmail.com. So ladies and gentlemen, let's come out and see what these ladies and what Artisan is all about. Let's support them as we help to lift up our community by each one teach one. And ladies, I want to just thank you both for being on the show today and sharing this information. I know that this will be a very big success for you because there are a number of people that are in our community that just need a hand up and not a handout.
Yes.
So thank you for what you're doing in our community.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week in just a moment.